Yenchia obi bia once again near mama kwaba efamra pepe so channel ne so ewo YouTube. Yeda mase sa brinya bribia no mokɔ so na mohwɛ yen. Yeni so hwa mohwɛ ne papa. Na ɛno nti ene nkuransha da bia yenya si ebewura mu na yede dwumadie no enso ede abrɛ no. Enti yeda mase me pa cho so wo hwɛ yen na on subscribe to channel na entem so no subscribe ede amaye. If you are watching, you have not subscribed to the page, kindly do subscribe for us. It is very important that you become a member of the Pepe Soares Media and the Pepe Soares channel, of course. So please do subscribe for us. On say subscribe egu screen now wo hwe no so wo hwe video na see no say subscribe egu umia so a na atene ko subscribed na di aba betwa to na fe che so aba beka abusuaku no edase edimisa obeye ede amaye me pacho Pepe Soares extra channel no so ebumi stories na egu Ghanaian players from Europe, the young boys our mo Europe as coaches any come na dachi mo room the Black Stars after stories about the Black Stars of Ghana, stories about Black Stars coach and everything about national teams ubenya Pepe Soares extra e hon so kwa subscribe to that channel no efa emaye no e na edigwanity bomodin say obe subscribe e de amame me da se pa ye be wuram Asante Kotoko asoye na a crunch meeting ekoso we the meeting a sporting direction sporting. It wasn't about the managerial structures and other nyoma there we a sporting meeting and a course of, and I will explain to you why at the end of course no it has everything to do with sporting decisions and not with managerial decisions. Enti me ka Nigeria me ka say bia IMC no Asia now more taking strategic decisions going for a derby. We dey na a sporting direction of the club. Enti sa okaya Asante Kotoko one sporting director as announced. Coach Kwasi Appiah ono the sporting director of Asante Kotoko. Asante Kotoko technical director opinion din the Malik Jabe one the technical director of Asante Kotoko. And the head coach of Asante Kotoko Prosper Nete Ogum. So when these three share, now say more to do with technical, more to do with sporting, and that is the reason I'm catching say meeting a course no a sporting meeting and a course so Adako Jachie. Now Coach Kwasi Appiah etu kwan was a head coach at the Sudanese national team, the Genie of Falcon of Sudan. In Tiokobo, 2 World Cup qualifiers, by or draw ni unfortunately on a South Sudan drawer. And no ama omolusu grip table no so DR Congo any oman at the Senegal abisa but I know a different conversation. But Asante Kotoko Jumano we're returning, and I'll tell you a lot about Coach Kwasi Appiah. So and a technical director Malik Johnny ono dia bring abribiano Kotoko able games Kotoko training almost always coach na one Prosper Nete Ogum special understanding. So Malik Jaber as the sporting director of the club Emma a lot of the observation Edma Prosper, then Prosper Nete Ogum as the head coach, and so Eji na waye ho adwuma no mo adiscuss. And a Prosper Nete Ogum ankasa as the head coach, and so any abra ugusu adwuma dendenden in a bid to win the Ghana Premier League and to win the FA Cup. It meeting ekoso Adako Jachie. Now masanso apart from meeting no empanyfo bi ansa no another anase coaches na no womo afraid players bi ene omo edi nkomo match na adekro ene de course. Then even after the training some other engagement ekoso ni nyina no mebo no tofa enso e de akyerewo ya eno enye asemketwa. So we enyoma ekokoso ena yetrase na fa yedi nyina e de ama. I'll give you a special report on training. So enra I did a story on the Friday training and on the Thursday training and the Friday morning training. And the Friday evening no training course. Players are available for the game no. Then obviously a day to the game proper, you amount the 20-man squad. So Kotoko traveling contingent wamo at the APM ewo pando and also but won some at the ebemount. Ninano, I'll try and do separate videos for you so that you are able to understand very well. Said and 7 and so AC at here. But first one, the concentration is on the meeting that was held, and it was a meeting of Prosperity Ogum, the head coach, technical director Malik and the sporting director, Coach James Kwasi Appiah. Yanko and 7 so. Me patch subscribe to channel no. Efa ema misisi. Se unsubscribe ya subscribe efa ma misisi. So James Kwasi Appiah, the IMC member in charge of sporting. Itiaba sporting affairs of Asante Kotoko. One and director Odano. And the sporting director of Asante Kotoko. And this is obvious. The reason James Kwasi Appiah the sporting aspect of Asante Kotoko Jumano because of his career path or a coach, and of course one of the best coaches and one of the best technical brains you can have. In Ghana today, I am not sure if there will be an argument about whether Coach James Kwasi Appiah the very best of technical brains that we have in Ghana today. Why a Black Stars coach Jachie, he qualified Ghana to the World Cup, 2014 World Cup. He started the qualifiers, and just will be born over to us. He started the qualifiers, qualified Ghana in our group. Yeah, near Zambia, then in the playoffs, met Egypt and defeated Egypt by a scoreline the Egyptians would never forget. And or they qualified called World Cup. Ofri ono, wakoye Juma, ewo Ar Haratoun in Egypt, Sudan, and Ofri was signed by PM, a Black Stars Juma, or a head coach, Edma the Sudanese national team, were qualified Sudan, Ediomo call the African Cup of Nations, which Ghana did not qualify, and they qualified ahead of us in our group. In the World Cup qualifiers, they are still in contention. It is James Kwasi Appiah, the technical astuteness. So one of the astute technical brains we have in Ghana. I'm not sure, say, we are calling for any debate. It doesn't call for debate. Now, coach, enuntina opemso enyan sadudu mu no. Oyi ne se omeka Asante Kotoko management no. Na dwuma omeye man no the sporting direction of Asante Kotoko. How the team ebe movie any ade. And he's doing that perfectly. James Kwasi Appiah was in Ghana for a very long time. Yenu Napoli. In fact, Dana na Napoli efrim ewo nsuatre no. Na owo twumasi kuro mu bi okohe ball ni bi. Ko James Kwasi Appiah ko bi. Efri sabre na kosi se ye poli 1 week. Epe poli krabe eye na yie ene bibia no na coach ewo kroma. In fact, at a point I was even worried. Say, hey, na World Cup qualifying ben still na coach ewo kroma. But he had a program that his players and the entire technical team of Sudan na omo follow into akwa Juan Abba. Obviously, as the sporting director or general report at the free the technical director. So if you know the organogram, who follow organogram now, he is at the top, and so he will liaise with the technical director. Now all the reports we hear at the free technical director. No. Same way a technical director, no, a general report at the free the head coach. Then the head coach also will be a person communicate here. Also communicated through the technical director. Now we see the sporting director. So same way sporting director will communicate through the technical director to the head coach. I'm sure say picture na me creating what you say. That is the organogram one at the air juma. Na enra Friday will be a PM or Adako Jachie. Friday the afternoon or evening training session. Or late afternoon, I don't know how we'll categorize it. If 3 air corner. So it could be late afternoon or it could be evening, classified as evening training session because almost I say afternoon now or evening. So let's use the word late afternoon to be safe. And no training I course, and especially a day or two prior to a league game, I have a lot of technical work, tactical work, I have coaches, based on briefing, more and Asante Kotoko, a team of people who review video, video analysis. At the my head coach, at the baby in the last training. Actually, boys, band out of lines, and you mokobono, say style of play next year, goalkeeper Lawrence. And the strongest point, the weak point in here, my branch the Didi Ebenezer Aban, say and about Bono, share upon our 8 goals, or also the strength in here. So, and we a tactical work that they do. And normally, so during those days, we don't go into the tactical aspect of what coaching and the in fa Emma Elha. And before the meeting, and he said James Kwasi Appiah, I don't know, back to Ghana after playing 2 World Cup qualifying games. Only Sudan about draw. Sorry, only Senegal about draw. And only South Sudan, who lead until late minute. South Sudan ever take a game equal 1-1. And also a board draw. So impossible 6 points for the genie of Falcon of Sudan. Or PK just 2 Efrimo. And no ama omolusu top sport. Or World Cup qualifying group. But that is not the essence. But waba. In Tioba, when you're briefing at the free, the technical director, of course, you take report from the technical director, which is Malik Jaber. And Johnny at the technical report, and it be also my coach, and James Kwasi Appiah. I can say on person mo betra say this week me catch us Kotoko any bread this week. They played a league game on the FA Cup game on Sunday. Omo recovery on Tuesday, Wednesday. Omo recovery on Monday. Tuesday omo training. Wednesday omo game. Obo Wednesday Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday or Sunday game. Till this week, Adaje enim enfama Asante Kotoko. Enti the sporting director, I can say, enye fe no be free meeting. Na onum akwakwo hiem office na fe dabi. Enti during training na no, omo baba earlier. Na omo di kan akeka omo tiri apam ho. Na omo aye some evaluation. Then they will take decisions so that it could be implemented training regime any other. Enti answer James Kwasi Appiah, a very flexible coach, and the respect of war edema prosper Ogum no, and your respect ketwa. Sanso and respect or one edema the technical director Malik no, and your respect ketwa. The same way a reciprocal only opinion did prosper edi and komo in your engagement. O buosrunku edema Kwasi Appiah, o buosrunku edema technical director no, eti omo nipa omo ti omo wase. They are working in unison in the interest of Asante Kotoko. So ebra omo a proposal said then they will meet our Adako Jachie na omo aburuburo nsam so no makomonim no. It was agreed by all parties. Enti coach Kwasi Appiah nie, then Malik Jaber nie, ena already din ede prosperity Ogum. And then obviously decisions a review of football started, a future football started no. The number of games that was called abo. What I say? Na Kotoko other games that Kwasi Appiah ha no kobi. Tiane de hon komodie bia yes odie on prosper any technical director Malik Jaber enya bi omanya. But ono call here no. Games kakra ya bono efi se Nana Pole efrim na afi ye resume football no. Games ya bono. And no report and another technical director e no. And no na omo ehia se omo a review. So what are the games Kotoko abo was that period no. Kotoko abo I think 5 league games. Kotoko about 5 league games. And one about 2 FA Cup matches, if my memory serves me right. But we'll walk through it. We'll come to that realization. Asante Kotoko, Ebo Legon Cities, El Babara Sports Stadium, Eshamu by 2-0. Kotoko Eko Summer Boy, Eko Boss Samates, Eshes, any Samates ball 1-1. Kotoko Eko Young Apostles, Ewo Wenchi, Eko Kobo 0-0. That was the 3rd game in the league. Kotoko Ebo Baseke Holy Stars, Eshen by a goal to nil, El Babara. Emma Kotoko Ashe Club Editing, Ede Brekum Chelsea by a goal to nil. So 5 league games, 3 wins and 2 drawn games. All the drawn games in a away game. Kotoko next game, a away game. I'm paste me painting picture me jiri se uhu. So Kotoko Eko Samates ko ball draw. Kotoko Eko Wenchi and the Young Apostles ko ball draw. But 3 home games in Yano, Legon City's 2-0 win, 1-0 over Baseke, 1-0 over Brekum Chelsea. That has been the story. And the meeting was held yesterday. Then in the FA Cup, Kotoko about 2 games. Oshe second 11 wise by go to nil. And Oshe True Democracy by go to nil. In 7 games after the resumption of football, Kotoko has played 7 games. Kotoko has won 5 and drawn 2. In the league, 5 games. Kotoko a winning 3. We draw 2. In the FA Cup, 2 games. Kotoko winning now. So 2 in the FA Cup, 5 in the league, makes it 7. Then it's also 2 wins in the FA Cup. Now all 3 wins in the league, 5 wins and then 2 drawn games. That is the story. And this is why they met. Now Omo Ashe. So coach, any benefit of videos are and paying for Eddie Amano, Miche Okatiche Frifa, Okatiche James Kwasi Appiah. When ya videos, and when ya technical report, every technical director. Na asema miminim, asema wa woshe unim, eye clear. Ye him say Kotoko any problem when it comes to the goal scoring, and then when it comes to the chances creation. Aswati proud to league, ebe kosa break Now Asante Kotoko create a lot of chances, but no more in share. No more creative power, no more in share. But they say as a chances creation Aswati creating of chances Aswati Kotoko. This is something wow Kotoko in recent times biano. Unim says sanity. Okay, Kotoko any vision Kotoko share 4-1. Kotoko could have scored 8 on the day. Creative chances nasa. Kotoko any club Eddie Bibiani Gold Stars 2-0 no. Kotoko creative chances Kotoko Eshe had to folk 1-0. They created chances. Kotoko Eshe club Eddie Dreams to Bastro to 2-1. They created a lot of chances. Asante Kotoko Eshe Legon Cities omu creative chances. But we Legon Cities game now as a chances na so atiti league resume ye Oshe Legon Cities 2-0. The rest of the games, all the upper calculate Kotoko Eshe 1 goal per game. A true democracy, and I Kotoko get 2 goals. And that was a matter of concern. And that was the main reason the technical team, the sporting director, and the head coach, Adako Jachie, Edidin Komo, Eshe Kwaya, Omo Ebefaso. And yes, Mo meet a training ground zone. Mo say team no a training na kakra say omo breaki, omo training kakra no ma breaki. A bright team a breaky, James Kwasi Appiah, any technical director, plus head coach, any engagement with the 2 creative midfielders of Kotoko. And no air branch at the Baba Yaya, and I face so already at the Imano entry. Coaches and NSA or more in that meeting, and in that meeting, a course on. Now, and yet anything to do with I say Chiradi. But also, these are 3 men in terms of their technical and tactical ability. It's James Kwasi Appiah, opinion what's the name? Malik and Prosper, FM Ranchen. And again, all the Opa Cheki. When was the last time Kotoko creative midfielders assist? When was the last time I was a Kotoko creative midfielders will be assist? Ninano, Nyoma. Or more identify, and they wanted to let the guys know, sir, you could do it this way, you could do it that way, for the betterment of Asante Kotoko. It's general engagement and echo, trying to let the offensive midfielders, creative midfielders know, sir, or more Jumano, or more Yadia, but in CP, in C Tasa, as added a lot in terms of numbers. Say, my catch was number 10. You add goals and assists. Number 10, be a creative midfielders and wingers, or are the goals and assists. And if you don't do that, a problem at the amount. So that is one thing I see here Friday evening, and Asante Kotoko training grounds. The meeting, and then subsequently after the meeting, 2 players were invited, and extensive discussions and engagement were done. Whilst the other players resume here training, still na sporting director, technical director, NSA and Ranche Emmanuel entry. Any of the Abrantia, the team, a day, Babaya, a serious engagement. One didn't come about possibly how they can create more chances, how they can be getting the assist, and how probably they can score to help Asante Kotoko win games, ɛno ɛyɛ adeɛ baako a saa meeting kɛseɛ no ɛtɔ dwa ɛwɔ Adako Jachie. And after the training, coach Kwasi Appiah ne boys ni bi ɛsan enya engagement. On it strikers no edi nkomo Kwame Poku ɛne abranche de din ɛde what's the name? Abranche friend say Albert Amwa. Then Samson Eduku and Isaac Mintanom on your enya word edi nkomo kakra after the training session in an that was done, and it is all in a bid to help Asante Kotoko say omo ebe competitive. The whole idea behind this meeting for Kotoko to win the Ghana Premier League and to win the FA Cup. Can I say James Kwasi Appiah in an exclusive interview with Abusia Penny Samia Champon editor and him say ono ankasa as a coach. Esan Kotoko to a lot of players this season, Nanka on demanded from the coach or G League. But Omusha Modema or Pemso, the Asante, the owner and life patron of the club, they feel that Omo are resolved to win the league to also Omufang and compensate Nana, Omufang compensate your Pemso, say investment now, oh, yeah, any be a car, Ubonino, the Yansuya at the Baini. It was so Nankasa as a coach, Nanka on for pressure beer, Emma 2. Prosper so say prosper NG League emano. But of course, they want to win something to compensate the effort of the life patron of the club. Sika odi shetim no mu ene car all bono on person mo bibi e de e share opem so animonyam. Samba Ndongani Unel ene ne players no so defenders insia a no no mo ye training. Omo nyina so ehia e didi enkomo bi. Ya me ko main training report na me de ehon sam no e de ebema ho e wo dwumadi ni so. Medamase sa brenya bibia no mo hwe ye nyame enhyira ye nyina na wonhyia obibia me patcho se on subscribe to page na subscribe efoma me sisi. I've told you this is my birth month, and in this month there are a lot ayede ebremu.